You guys are going to tell the romantic story of how you met? I've never found out how'd you get involved? Was it because of that? You know?
No,
Was it through Nico?
It was through Nico's manager.
Yeah.
Our manager, and I can't remember the first time actually meeting you, but
It wasn't because you have a
I
place.
can tell you.
You're up there.
you can tell me. You got
I
it.
can tell you the story, which is Nico. I wanted to interview Nico for what would become the Fretboard Journal. And so I flew down to Tucson, where she was living at the time. Mm-hmm. And I hung out with her. And again, like basically a stranger, like she had a manager. We were all mutual friends. Like we, knew whatever. But she welcomed this random guy, me, into her home and showed off her guitar collection again, because guitars are like the greatest icebreaker. And it's, it was.
And she had some serious ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm getting at. Was it the tenor thing?
Yeah, it was the tenor guitar thing, and hung out with her for like a day, and then either she had stuff to do or she was sick of me. She's like, "I want to drop you off at John's house. You should hang out with John."
I remember.
And so
I remember now.
She drove me in her Econoline or whatever the hell that thing
It was an old the GMC.
Yeah,
Go see my buddy
so she
John.
drove me to Phoenix. I'm just this like random traveling journalist. I know what I'm doing. So yeah, she drops me off, and I stayed with John and Jen at their house. I think for a night before I had to fly home.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that was
hung
when
out.
we
Did we
first
go to-
really hung out.
love it.
Did we go over to Haymaker Guitars at that point?
I
or
think
no?
we went to visit Don at Haymaker Guitars.
Yeah. Don Wyndham. Yeah.
And probably had Mexican food.
Yep.
in
I think we
Phoenix
probably
somewhere.
did. Yeah.
And then ever since, I mean, John played at my wedding.
Yeah.
Jennifer married my wife and I.
Yeah.
She was our priest.
Yeah.
She got ordained to marry us.
Yeah. She was the.
I didn't know.
Yeah. She was.
I didn't know all this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then most importantly, John plays the theme music for the Fretboard Journal podcast.
Yeah,
I know, which
yeah,
is-
Yes.
Thank you for that too. I believe me. I really appreciate that.
That was the coolest thing when he told me that, and then during COVID is when I got into podcasts, slowed down enough, and my little morning walks and hikes, I would just get lost in them, and I lit up like a little girl when that's my butt, and of course that's John Rawhouse in the back, and I'm like, oh, it is him, it really is. I know, it felt really cool. Like it was just I fanboyed out on John for a minute, but that was cool.
But yeah, that's how John and I met.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.